It's been too long. So we've been in different states the past 2 weeks.
Yep.
Maggie was in Portland. I was in Seattle. We had our gear dispersed between the two, so we have not been able to upload anything. So we are extremely sorry.
But we're here now.
Yeah,
and that's
we're
all
here
that
now.
really matters.
Yeah. So we're back at it again with another Vinyl Monday, and this is going to be a really good record that we're going to talk about. It's one of my personal favorites of all time.
I think it's
even though
both of one of our personal favorites of all time.
Yeah, and
do you remember how obsessed I was with it?
Yeah. So this album got released in the very later part of the year that it came out, and on our Spotify account, it was the #1 listened album pretty much.
It came out in like August, I think, of last year. Yeah. And you know how Spotify has those like analytics where it tells you like the top 100 songs you listen to and your top like records and artists you listen to. Yeah, this record came out in August of last year, so a good halfway through the year, and like half the songs and the record itself are all like really high up in our most listened.
Yeah, we just could not stop listening to it. But so let's get to it and show you guys the record that we chose for this week's Vinyl Monday. Let's do it.
The record we picked this week, Dakota actually bought this for me. This one.
Does anyone know what it is? Actually,
I mean, probably.
You'll probably know.
It doesn't say the band or the record, but maybe.
Yeah.
You can barely see it.
Brand new science fiction.
It's science fiction by Brand New.
Oh yeah. So we're gonna show you guys what it looks like. It's a very beautiful record.
I think we just have this on black vinyl, but it has the sleeves with these rocks, and then the band. Yeah, we just have it on black vinyl.
Yep.
It born set sail. Better than a doornail. That's what it says. Make of that what you will. Here. It also has this poster, which we should hang up. I totally forgot about it. But it has this giant poster.
It's gigantic.
Bam! Oh, it's double-sided. So here's like one side. And then it has them on the other side. We should hang this up.
Should.
In this place. Yeah, it came with this poster.
It's a nice.
It's a 2-disc set. Most of ours are. Here's the other sleeve. And then on the back. Also just on black vinyl. Yeah, this is our copy of it, which I think you just probably got at Barnes & Noble.
Yes, I got it at Barnes & Noble. So we could go on and on and on and on about this record, but again, we want to keep our videos about 10 minutes long, so we'll try to keep it not an hour long.
Yeah.
Alright, so first it starts out with basically, what is it, psychiatrist?
I think, yeah, it's weird. It's like a tape of a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
It's a middle-aged woman recounting a dream
She had after 1400.
1400?
I don't know. After an extensive amount,
therapy.
extensive amount of therapy.
Yeah, that's kind of a thing that goes on through this whole record is old-timey sounding tape recordings. It kind of sounds like recovered footage sort of a thing, just talking about like dreams and psychiatry and psychology and
everything. It's in like a lot of songs.
Yeah, it's kind of space throughout the whole record, but that is what opens up before it goes into Lick Me Up, the opening track. It kind of starts with this real low, like droning, synthy sound.
Yep.
And that's kind of like that kind of low droning synth kind of sets the tone for that whole song.
I was about to say, Lick Me Up kind of sets the tone for it because it's like a chill song. It's kind of haunting, and that's how it starts, and that's kind of how the record ends too.
Yeah, it's not really like it's not. See, when I heard this record, I was a little kind of like, what's going on? Because when Devil and God came out, the first song is Sowing Season, which just like hits you in the face, like pinned against the wall. Oh my God! So when you listen to this record and you're hearing this, it's really low vocals. There's really not much going on, like very little drum work. It's just kind of very simplistic synth going on in the background, like a little bit of piano, but it's not like punch you in the face, like blow you out of your seat sort of music like Devil and God opens up with.
True.
So I think that works though, because it kind of gets more intense as the record.
It's definitely one of their most mature records. Because this record, Devil and God is always my favorite, and this record kind of that.
The whole record is pretty. The whole record's pretty mellow compared to some of their past work.
It's just different.
I mean, they're not to saying it's lacking in bombast because like Can't Get It Out. If you kind of want that more like face melting, like rippy sounding guitars and the really intense vocals, and like Can't Get It Out is probably that was my favorite song last year. I was obsessed with Can't Get It Out. I listened to it all the time.
I mean,
it's such a good song.
Like
about,
that. Like depression.
Yeah, it's just talking about depression.
Can't get it out.
No, yeah, it's talking about living with mental illnesses and trying to struggle through it and express yourself and express who you really are, but kind of being hindered by these roadblocks that is your own mind. And it's just, like when that first chorus kicks on.
Even at the end, too. Even at the end.
Yeah, no, when he's like screaming,
the
like
one.
the not just a manic depressive toting around on crown. That's like one of,
the melodies overlapping in the song are just beautiful, beautiful works.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's
so
great.
Good.
And then going on to Waste, which is my personal favorite song on the record, it's like him talking to his former self.
Yeah, I kind of interpreted it as maybe him singing to like his younger self during like I don't know a party stage.
During party stages.
Being a young adult, like kind of maybe caught up in this music industry or with people or something that maybe you didn't want to or you didn't know what you're getting into when you are trying to figure out yourself and your life and your relationships and your career and you're just kind of lost and maybe you I think it kind of maybe touches on substance abuse.
Yeah,
since we know some of the members of Brand New have spoken about their issues with substance abuse. I think there's undertones of that.
It's just the whole underlying pretty much theme of just you talking to your younger self.
Telling yourself it's gonna
like
be
when
okay.
you hear when you grow up, you hear all your parents saying, "Listen to me," like I've been through this, and you're like, "No, you haven't." And it's kind of just talking to your past self, like it's okay.
Don't give up. Don't lose hope. Don't disconnect. Don't isolate yourself too much.
Yep, exactly.
Like you're gonna make it through.
All the feels.
That's not always reminding me of you.
Yeah. And then Could Never Be Heaven, just a nice little folky sounding song.
Yeah.
Acoustic guitar, very beautiful song. Very simple song too. Can't live without somebody. And then it goes on to Same Logic.
Let me tell you about Same Logic.
Let me tell you about Same Logic. All right.
That song, that's another bombast song. Like it starts out really chill, and he kind of, again, a lot. You even said earlier to me that this record touches on a lot of themes of mental illness and living with it. So it opens up with our narrator being like alone. It deals with like self-harm sort of themes. And it starts off kind of mellow, and then the chorus is mellow. It's like freaking like a 7-minute song though. And then it just eventually gets into this like roaring chorus with like these super chuggy guitars, and he's just screaming. And then that little bridge part, he's like, "You look so lovely, but you sound so ugly," and just like screaming it. It gets like incredible there. Yeah.
Oh man, it's it's great.
That's another kind of little melt your face moment. 1 through 7 is a track sort of set in this post-apocalyptic, destroyed by nuclear warfare world, sort of. It has, again, we have the guy coming through on this staticky radio. It sounds like he's maybe writing a letter to someone or giving updates or something like that. And it's just this real low-key guitar, this really mellow vocal style. It's really calm, but in a really eerie sort of way. 1 through 7, I guess, is actually a radioactive isotope that they have found trace amounts of in the Earth's atmosphere all over. And I guess there had been no trace of it ever in like the ozone layer of the Earth's atmosphere until the very first nuclear bomb detonation, which was in Nagasaki, Japan during World War II, which again they talk about.
They just saw there's a lyric that talks about the Nagasaki non vaporized.
It's a little dark.
Yeah, it was kind of talking about, like you said, the post-apocalyptic world, how it's like referencing that, like, let's go do this because let's just kill each other.
Get away from our problems that way.
It's just kind of like how the world, for some reason, wants to just seek answers through conflict. It's stupid.
They do touch on a little bit religious tones, and I think he's kind of saying if there's this powerful deity out there, it's crazy how he gave humanity the power to basically destroy itself, and how we have all these questions and confusions and conflicts that we can't solve, so we just destroy one another. I think this is a really self-aware track that kind of commentates on the state of humanity right now.
Yep.
It's really well done, and gonna stop another and talk about Desert, because that's my other favorite track on this.
Yep.
Which is, again, it's literally pretty much just a little bit of like a synthy thing in the background and like a guitar. It's like an electric guitar. It doesn't have any effects. It's not crazy. It's just a lot of vocal harmonies and a guitar. But it's this guy basically, I think, kind of almost waiting for like the end of times, because he knows, like, he is so right in his ways, and he's got his wife, he's got his family, he's got his white picket fence, he's got his Bible belt, and he's just like ready, and he's judging all these people, and he's like, at the end of times, like, don't come running to me when they're coming for you, because he like knows that he's gonna make it, and he's kind of judging the people around it.
Yeah, he's definitely an extremist. Like,
oh yeah, extremist.
Crazy. Like, he's having dreams about people coming and taking his guns and stuff like that. And he's like, not gonna let that happen. He's never gonna let his son wander astray from God. Yeah, like
it very intense, extreme.
Very, yeah.
I love this song just because I do have a lot of personal, no beef with religion. I just do have a lot of experience with very heavily religious people, and that's kind of how they are almost. Like, they're very judgmental, very condescending. Like, they know when the end comes, like, they're the ones who are gonna get through, and you're going down, sort of a thing.
Yeah.
You love at the end where the chorus starts overlapping, and then you just hear him go, "God is love," in the background, because I think that commentates about how these people speak of love and how Jesus loved people, but then they go around judging. So it's kind of like almost making fun of the people who claim to be loving, but then are
not loving. So for the sake of having a super long video, we're going to talk about Spattered Up. Kind of just basically, there's a lot of things out there, like Jesse Lacey didn't want to be a part of Brand New, or just didn't want it to get this big, but he has to now, and that's kind of how it is. I kind of see it more of like dealing with everything life has to throw at you, whether it's mental illness, whether it's jobs, whether it's whatever. It's like, it's never gonna stop. You know, like, you're gonna live one life. Why not live it to the best you can?
Yeah.
We all can make excuses. We all can, you know, blame this guy or this girl or whoever. But at the end of the life, like, the day, it's your choices, and it's not gonna stop. So, like, batter up. It's time to deal with it, and it's okay if you have rough days.
Yeah.
It's okay if you have good days. Obviously, it's okay if you have good days. It's kind of bad if those are reversed and you like the bad days. But it's kind of just dealing with that, and it's such a, oh my God.
That's another like 8-minute track.
I love the songs. It's just so good. It's so chill, but you get really emotional.
It's very
too.
Personal.
Yeah.
It's very personal writing. It doesn't, obviously some sort of things, like, we're not in nuclear warfare right now, so that's kind of personified, but just like the themes of humanity and the state of being that we're in right now that they touch on from the perspective of one person struggling with their own demons. It's beautiful.
At the end of the song, it ends with kind of UFO. There's UFO sounds going on throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, they use a lot of synth.
Yeah, they use a lot of synth sounds
effects throughout this record.
Yeah, they're making it like an alien sound, kind of like you're alienated almost. Especially in this song, like, you're alienated. You know, obviously, like I said, it's your life that you're living in, batter up and stuff like that. And then it ends with UFO sounds, kind of distortion, like distortion, like whitening. It's just a lot of different sounds. And it's kind of signaling the end of Brand New's career.
Yeah.
I mean, they ended it with this. So that's wrapping it up. Sorry for the super long video. I'm not sorry.
This record is just too good.
We're here for reviews. We're here to show our vinyl to the world.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Pick up this record, listen to it, love it, obsess over it.
Yeah. And I mean, now that we're in the same state and we're in the same city, we'll actually be able to put Vinyl Monday out every single Monday. So sorry again for the 2-week gap. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for continuing to watch, even though it's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
As always, we'll have all of our personal stuff down below. Like, subscribe, share, hit the bell. I've been watching YouTube videos
I was just saying, you've been
hit the bell because
and listen to science fiction. Okay, bye.
Deuces!